Hi, Dr. Renee here. Welcome to my channel. I am so thankful you are here. I want to do a very special video, basically appropriately introducing myself and to kick off a brand new season in the life of this channel. It's going to give you a behind the scenes of what I do and why I do it. And it actually is a summary of the last 8 years of my life. So if by the end of the video this resonates with you, please hit the like button. And if you think someone else needs to hear this message, please share it to the world. Okay, here we go. So let me start by asking you a couple questions. Have you ever felt helpless? Have you ever felt hopeless? Have you ever seen your doctor and they've given you a diagnosis and then you think, okay, now what? How do I feel better? I've done all of them. Let me take you back 8 years. I was a successful OBGYN. I had 4-year-old boy-girl twins. And I had just moved to the country from a suburb of New York City. And of course, what do you do when you move to the country? You get a horse. I had dreamt of a horse since I was a little girl, since I was 7, and I finally got that horse. And I thought I was living the dream life when I got that horse. But then my dream quickly turned into a nightmare when I fell off that horse. And that's where my story begins, and that's where my life changed completely. From that fall, I broke my back. I was completely out of work for 6 months, and for an overachieving OBGYN type A personality, that's really hard. I was maintained on narcotics for my back pain and other medications that counteract the side effects of the narcotics. I was essentially Humpty Dumpty that fell off the wall, but I could not be put back together again because my back injury was inoperable. They couldn't put the bones back together, so I'd have to live the rest of my life with broken bones in my back. So my doctor friends got tired of seeing me, and they honestly were running out of medications to give me. I flunked out of physical therapy because I wasn't getting better. And I have to say the next 2.5 years of my life were awful. My scope of OBGYN practice was significantly limited, so I essentially felt like I had no purpose in my life as far as my career goes. I was failing as a mother. I had no energy to play with my young twins. I had no motivation to eat well, so I was gaining weight. I had incredible brain fog. All I was doing every day was laying on the couch. And quite frankly, as a woman, I lost every bit of self-confidence and self-esteem. And that, in my opinion, is the worst thing ever. I remember saying to my husband one night in bed, I can't go on living like this. This is not life. I would rather be dead than live like this. You know, I had figured all of my medical friends had given up hope on me. They had essentially, in my mind, given up on me, and I was giving up on myself. I was hopeless because I couldn't find the help that I wanted. So what do you do when you feel that low? You start grasping at straws. So I went back to the doc and I grasped at the depression straw because that was what fit my symptoms the most. And even though I didn't feel like I was depressed, I was like, well, it's got to be that, right? So I was given an antidepressant. Did not help my symptoms. As a matter of fact, I still had my symptoms and I had side effects from the antidepressant. So in the regular medical world, which is what I was practicing in, what happens when you fail one medication? It must be a problem with the medication, not a wrong diagnosis. So let's give you another antidepressant. And guess what? Same thing happened. Same exact thing. I still had the symptoms and I had all the side effects. So I had like double the symptoms. So at this point, I was at an all-time low. I still had my symptoms. I lost all purpose in my life regarding my career. My kids were having to see me lay on the couch day in and day out. And I was thinking in my head, I'm going to have to live the rest of my life like this. Until I met a functional medicine doc. And at that time, I didn't even know what functional medicine was. But I Googled it. I was like, hey, what the heck, right? And I said to her, you know what? Can you help me? Because nobody else can. And I'm telling you, one conversation with her, she pretty much had figured out what was going on with me, confirmed it with some testing. And I have to say, over the next several months, and I said several, I didn't say overnight with one pill, over several months with some lifestyle tweaks throughout the time, some strategic supplementation, I started to feel better. I started to get my energy back to play with my kids. I started getting more motivated to eat better, started losing weight. I could exercise a little bit. Oh, guess what? My self-confidence and my self-esteem started coming back. But most of all, I started to regain my hope because I had been helped. So I did the next logical step. I went back and did a fellowship in functional medicine because I never wanted a woman to lose all hope like I had. And if she does, I want to be the one there to empower her back to better health, to take her life back, to believe in her and to give her back the hope that she once lost. So quite honestly, my mess over the past 8 years is my message. I never want a woman to feel as low as I felt. I never want her to feel as helpless and hopeless as I had once felt. And along her journey back to better health, I don't want her to do it alone. I want to be there with her. So I'm really hopeful that you will find amazing content on this channel that will help you get your hope back, help you feel better each and every day, and make you feel even more amazing than you did before you found this channel. So if you liked this content, please, please, please subscribe so you do not miss any videos that I'm going to be putting out regarding holistic health, aka functional medicine, nutrition, all of it, because it is my passion to teach and to change lives and for you not to feel as hopeless as I once had. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.